Good afternoon, ABR MarketWatch viewers. Today, the market landscape is peppered with intrigue as geopolitical tensions and trade discussions shape investment strategies. The U.S. Treasury yields exhibit a mixed trend, with investors bracing for a deluge of key economic data including CPI, PPI, retail sales, and the federal budget deficit. These figures could significantly influence the Federal Reserve's decision at their upcoming meeting on the 16th and Chair Powell's speech at the KC Fed conference in Jackson Hole next week. The U.S. market remains resilient, albeit with cautious optimism, as investors watch for trade deal developments and geopolitical events like the upcoming Trump-Putin meeting in Alaska this week. Wall Street has seen a mixed performance, with chip companies like NVDA, and AMD experiencing fluctuations following an agreement to share a portion of China's sales revenue with the U.S., potentially impacting profit margins and setting a new precedent for taxes on critical U.S. exports. The Dow DJI dipped slightly, while the S&P 500 SPX and Nasdaq IXIC edged up. 6 sectors slipped, with healthcare S5HLTH gaining 0.4%, recovering some of its year-to-date losses. Investors anticipate a dovish monetary policy from the Federal Reserve later this year due to recent labor market weakness, and changes at the federal key events include Tuesday's consumer inflation report and Friday's meeting between U.S. President Trump and Russia's President Putin. In company news, Micron Technology MU raised its Q4 revenue and profit forecasts, pushing shares up 3%, while Intel INTC gained 5.4% following a report about CEO Lip-Bu Tan visiting the White House after Trump had called for his removal last week. Meanwhile, investors grow more cautious about growth and inflation, with cash levels steady at 3.9%. They expect weaker global growth and higher inflation next year. The Magnificent Seven, Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, NVIDIA, Alphabet, Tesla, Meta, is the most crowded trade. In terms of tail risks, managers expect a final U.S. tariff rate of 15% on rest-of-world imports. As we move forward into this week, key sectors such as technology and utilities are seeing significant movements, while energy, consumer discretionary, materials, industrials, financials, real estate, and healthcare exhibit mixed performance. Stay tuned to ABR MarketWatch for updates throughout the week. And remember, knowledge is power, invest wisely.